Hello, hello. Welcome back to Yoga with Paige. I can welcome my own self back as it has been a hot minute since I have been on here. I am very excited to welcome myself back, this community back. It has been a while, and to be honest, I was kind of waiting for like the perfect moment to come back, but there is no such thing. So here we are. Life keeps happening, and we're just going to start because you know what? There is no time like the present, right? So today I am pretty cranky, not going to lie, but I think that's a perfect day to dive back in to our practice. Remember, yoga is mobile. You can leave it, you can take it, you can always come back. If you've taken a long hiatus like I have, you can always return to your practice. That is one of the most beautiful things about it. So without further ado, this will be a mild, beginner-friendly, easy, kind of a floor stretch, okay? I know that I will be needing some time to sit with myself, so we are going to start in a comfortable seat of your choice. So when you're ready, begin to find that spot for yourself. Maybe it's lying down on your back, sitting up nice and tall, wherever you feel like you can begin to connect. Settling, woo! Thank you, Luna. Settling in, beginning to find your nice deep breaths. Yes, really allowing the rib cage to expand, filling your lungs with air, a nice big deep breath in and out. Rooting, grounding yourself into this moment. Not forcing your breath to be any way, just observing the natural cadence. Taking this moment to maybe observe your mind. What's going on with you today? What brought you to the mat? On this next inhale, make it big and loving. And exhale, release something you no longer need, some form of negativity, some lingering thought, any judgments. Maybe with this next breath, you physically shake it off. Maybe take your hands up and shake it out. Especially if you're feeling cranky like I am today. Shake it out. Shake it out. We don't need it. Showing up for yourself here today was the biggest, hardest step. So with this next inhale, maybe let a little smile play on your lips. And find a moment of stillness as you breathe out. Preparing to open the eyes if they were closed. Beginning some movement when you are ready, gentle movement, making your way onto the knees from wherever it is you came from. Working your way back nice and softly into a child pose, big toes together, sending the hips back. Staying here first, taking your time to walk the fingertips out, really feeling length starting to happen in the lower back, along the sides of the ribs. As you continue to creep those fingertips forward, see how much length. So pressing the palms down into the mat, making any minor adjustments you may need to. Maybe opening the knees, dropping the elbows down, starting to sink in. Melt down into the earth, through your mat, through your hands, connecting with the ground underneath you. Keeping a nice long spine. See if you can release tension in the shoulders, in the hips, or in the facial muscles.
Finding another breath. And preparing to counteract this slight little back bend. Forward fold, excuse me, with a little back bend. So pressing through the hands, lifting up onto the knees, and coming into your version of Cobra, Sphinx. Now coming into your little back bend. So perhaps gliding the forearms down onto the mat, pressing the elbows down underneath the shoulders to lift the chest. Big inhale, breath in. Open through the heart center. Feel those subtle energy shifts that each movement brings. Perhaps a breath of clarity. And as you exhale, begin to tuck the toes underneath, pressing back up, connect to the core, press your hands back up underneath the shoulders, preparing for a cat-cow. So untucking the feet, planting the tops of the feet, connected to the earth. Inhale, press through the hands, lift the chest, sink the belly down. Gaze up at the sky. And exhale, press through the mat to really round the tailbone up towards the sky or the ceiling. Tucking your chin. Inhale. Exhale, round. See how slow you can make these movements. See if you can feel the expansion happening between the vertebra as you move in cycle with your own breath. Just allowing a gentle opening to unfold. Adding in any extra little movements that feel good. Make this yours, especially if you haven't practiced as much or recently. If we're a little stiff, get some nice rolls in there. Start to really work through the thoracic mobility. This will really start to open you up, especially if you work at a desk. These movements should feel nice and juicy. All right, and when you're ready, coming back through a neutral spine. And a lot of times we take this as a transition posture, but today this is the movement all on its own. So take your time, check out your alignment, stacking wrists with shoulders, spread the fingers wide as you can, gripping with the fingers like a little frog. Feet, tops of the feet are ground down into the earth, pressing away from the mat. Nice, strong, long arms, long spine. We don't want any dips or any bends like our cat-cow. We want to think of extending the tailbone back and out through the head forward. So gazing in between your thumbs, right down at the mat. Just breathe in and out. Letting thoughts drift, float on by. And on this next inhale, lift the feet behind you. We're going to tuck the toes and plant the feet down. So we're leaning back. So walk the fingertips back towards your knees. We're leaning back onto the toes. This is great for your feet, right? The foundation of our whole entire body. So taking your time to wiggle it out here. Extend that little pinky toe. Find some space. Really feel this beautiful stretch on the bottom of the foot, especially if you have high arches. Maybe you give this time to yourself, a little foot massage. See what's happening down there. Maybe we notice some dry skin.
Finding some pressure points, anything for a mental and physical relief. If this becomes uncomfortable for you at any time, you can always untuck the toes. We'll only be here for another breath or two. All right, releasing the toes, planting the fingertips in front of the knees. Take a second to tap it out here. Find some energy. Tap it out. Let them knock around. Release anything here. We don't want to get any muscle cramps. Take a sip of water if you need. And then find a nice crisscross applesauce easy seat. Sitting up nice and tall. One big breath in. Reach the arms up. Shoulders down. Exhale. Draw the elbows by the sides of the ears as you lift your face up to the sky, to the ceiling. Palms face forward in a gesture to receive. Connect to your sense of openness, of your willingness to surrender to all of these myriad ways that life can throw us curveballs. We are adaptable, we are strong, we are resilient. On your next inhale in, reach those arms back up. And then sweep them behind you. Exhale, interlace the fingers. Pull the fingertips down towards the mat, lifting the chest one more time. No pressure here, just let gravity assist you. Exhale, release the hands, let them float in front of your head, releasing or grasping the back of your neck, slowly drawing the elbows in together. Exhale, chin to chest. Still sitting up nice and tall with your spine, really working through this cervical area right here. Not pushing your head down, just a gentle gravity assist. And continuing with this motion, we can just let ourselves fall over our knees. We can place our soles of our feet together for a little hip opener here as well. We are rounding through the back, whatever position you choose. Let your head dangle. Release the neck. If you want to, this is a nice time to give yourself a little neck massage as well. If you want to place the thumbs behind your ears, kind of like big old antlers, and just find what feels good to you there. See if one spot's tighter than the other. Preparing to end this practice today with some moments of self-love. By folding in, mirroring this gesture of kind of like a hug. You are hugging yourself. I send you my love, and I thank you so much for joining me here on the mat today. And staying with your self-love routine for as long as you would like. And I prepare to close out our practice together. Sitting up nice and tall. Big breath in. Setting an intention for the day. I look forward to meeting you here back on the mat again very, very soon. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for moving your body today.